I need to make a change in my life, so I'm applying for an artist residency. This is how I did it.
This story starts with an old suitcase and a sign painter who had, in his words, the audacity to try. Koy Sun wanted his artist residency application to be really memorable. Instead of just sending in a flash drive of his portfolio, he elaborately painted a vintage suitcase in the style of retro sign painters.
I mean, this is why I did the suitcase, was because I didn't really have a lot of pieces. Like I had this, I had the building that I painted, and then I had this like hot dog cart that got painted over, and this. And so that was like the extent of my painting during the time. And I was like, I don't know if they're gonna let me in just from that alone. So it's why I made the video and it's why I made the suitcase, to be like, hey, like I don't have a lot going on right now, but I can promise you that I'll be making a lot of stuff soon.
Sun's video has since been seen by millions of people. Go a little further back, where his story starts with his parents' Thai restaurant in Sorrento Valley.
About 2 years ago, my parents were opening up a new restaurant, and I was just kind of warming up to the idea of taking myself seriously as a sign painter. And so I was like, oh, let me paint a sign about it, and let me try to make a video.
After several years of painting signs and making content online, he grew out of his garage workspace. He pursued the Impact Artist Residency at Bread and Salt, which houses galleries and artist studios in Logan Heights. Now, his art appears in prestigious art spaces as well as storefronts, but he prefers the latter.
Sign painting as a trade was actually one of the first reasons that I got so interested in it, is that I liked how it used to be kind of like a normal job. As a trade, it wasn't that different from a plumber or a mechanic or something like that. And what I love about sign painting is the mix of trade in how I can functionally help people while still being artsy and doing design and having fun and being silly.
Arzu Ozkal, a professor of graphic design at San Diego State University, says sign painting's place in art history goes way back to scratching things on cave walls.
Eventually, we developed the alphabetical systems and the substrates to write on. And then it became an artistic expression.
She says the attraction to art like Sun's parallels a nostalgia for hand-lettered signs and shopkeepers who knew our names.
There's a connection with how dissatisfied we are with the society that we built for ourselves and how everything now looks. You go to Costco, everything looks the same. Everything has, primary colors and shouting on your face, with sans serif font.
Sun's dedication to serving his community has only grown as his videos turned into real income. You can find his signs peppered around town, like at White Rice Bodega in Normal Heights and at Sanpeb Barbershop in City Heights. He had ambitious plans for the 3-month-long residency, hoping to paint massive signs and complete big projects.
The pressure of the video and the story, I gotta make sure my lore is as interesting for TikTok.
But instead, he spent a lot of his time meeting people, collecting their stories, and collaborating on small pieces, and he's okay with that.
I've kind of settled on the idea of taking my time with whatever I'm painting, whether or not it's impressive or not, and focus more on just kind of individually interacting with people. Because that's the magic of being here, I think.
Julia Dixon Evans, KPBS News.